Tony D and Little Joan with the Screenwriter's Rant on There's Something in the Barn. Sorry, a little scratchy. It's a horror comedy about a monster in the barn. And it's Christmas. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 12, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Yeah, my allergies are either off the charts or I may have some sort of cold. But this is a Christmas movie. I think this family, parents and a son, move into an old house with a barn. And apparently there are barn elves in the barn, and the barn elf rules are no bright lights, no changes, no noise. And of course, his dad is a big fan of Christmas and puts up a bunch of Christmas lights and probably music, and the kid's like, I don't think we should do this. And then the barn elves attack. They come out and they start smashing the car, jumping through windows, and they have to fight the barn elves. I don't know. It gets pretty crazy. They have to jump out a window. This guy, he's been in a bunch of movies as a character actor. He's pretty funny. Her, I don't know, but I think I've seen her before. And there's a funny line here, and the guy says, maybe he's a kid who ran away to go to a heavy metal festival, and she goes, he has a beard. So it's called There's Something in the Barn. And can I even see these credits? I doubt it. Let's see. Directed by Magnus Marians. Written by Alex Sander and Kirkwood Brown, I think. I think I got those right. From XYZ Films. You know, it doesn't look bad for a comedy horror set during Christmas. I mean, it's a ridiculous concept. Barn elves. I've never heard of barn elves. Maybe it's a real thing. I don't know. But, I mean, it's just as good as any other fictional concept, I guess. It sounds like it could have been a folktale. Like, barns are old. Elves are in that realm. So, yeah, maybe. I doubt it, though. I've never come across it, and I'm pretty well versed in that stuff. But you never know. I don't know. Where'd they move to? Some snow-swept village. Could be in Canada. Could be America. Could be a foreign country. I mean, the director's name is Magnus, so maybe it takes place in Finland or Norway. So, yeah, they're going to fight elves. And it's going to be a little bit like Gremlins, I guess. It's kind of like Gremlins meets a Christmas thing. It looks pretty ridiculous, but I don't think, I don't think anybody's going to get killed, any of the main characters anyway. It looks a bit like a throwback to the 80s, Although the titles, I don't know. I don't know about the title. Title's okay. It's not great. There's Something in the Barn. I mean, it doesn't really evoke Christmas. It's more of the horror angle, but okay. Barn elf rules. So, first act, the family moves into this house with a barn. The kid doesn't want to be there. Some background on the kids and the parents. And I did mention heavy metal, so maybe it is Finland. But, so, they tell the kid, go explore, go look around. He goes into the barn, and he sees something. Maybe he finds the rules in Finnish and translate them, and that's why the note's on the door or whatever. But he senses something or sees something, and of course nobody believes him. So they first dismiss him. I guess there's a sister too. And then perfect nuclear family. And then the barn elves slowly get closer and closer, and they kind of, the kid is seeing them, but everybody else is saying, "You're crazy. That's just a little fun little Santa statue. That's not a real elf." And then the father turns up the lights and the noise, and they finally had enough, and they come out and start trashing the place. So then they have to fight the barn elves, and I don't know, figure out the secret to kill them or put them back in the barn or make them happy. So that'll be the climax of the third act. Probably the kid figures out, like, oh, the barn elves are unhappy because they don't get to celebrate Christmas, or, you know, the barn elves, they hate all these things, but if we're quiet and, I don't know, feed them, they'll be cool. Something like that. So, I'd probably watch it. I don't know if I'd go to the theater for it. Back in the 80s, I probably would have, because it just looks funny. I don't know, these days, yeah, maybe. If I was up for a Christmas movie. Let's see if there's a write-up. Is there? No. No, but this guy, yeah, I've definitely seen him before. He's usually like one of these guys, he's got like a deadpan delivery. Always kind of looks the same, scraggly beard, skinny, glasses. Um, so, yeah, where could that be? It really could be anywhere. Definitely up north, maybe Vermont. Um, you know, the architecture really doesn't give it away, but I suspect it might be a foreign country where they'd have it would make more sense in like Finland or Norway or someplace like that, because then it would be like, as Americans, we don't necessarily are well versed in the local folklore, and then, but I mean, we have some of that in the United States, so it's possible. So yeah, there's something in the barn, and there's something in my throat. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Tony D. That's Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble if my voice holds up. I'll be at FanCon on Saturday, assuming this doesn't get any worse. I don't think it will. I'm taking care of myself today, so I'll be fine. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.